Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 46 of Driver Suit Blog Radio. As always, I'm your host, David G. Firestone. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving and are having a good Thanksgiving weekend. We're going to change things up this week. I've been wanting to do something for a while, and today we're going to try the first one of this as an experiment. I'm going to try and find and play some forgotten racing games on the channel. I was originally trying to get the Ford Simulator line to work, and after several hours of trying, I just couldn't get it to work, which sucks because I actually had a lot to say about it. But today, we're going to showcase one of, if not the worst racing game of all time. Now, granted, there are probably other games that are worse that aren't as well known, but Big Rigs Over-the-Road Racing is considered to be the worst racing game ever made. Now, Big Rigs Over-the-Road Racing has been covered by a lot of internet commentators, including AVGN and Rerez, and today I'm going to cover it. Now, I'm not going to describe how bad it is just yet, because words alone can't describe it. So how did this game come to be? Well, according to the Big Rigs Over-the-Road Racing Wikipedia page, the development was commissioned by Cellarstone, a company based in Santa Monica, California, and founded in late 2000. That outsourced game development to Eastern European countries like Russia. Sergei Titov, the chief executive officer of TS Entertainment, licensed his Eternity game engine to Cellarstone in exchange for, quote, a large chunk of the company. According to Titov, Big Rigs was developed by a team in the Ukraine. Now, while Titov is credited as the producer and co-programmer of the game, he claims that he never had much input into development, nor the possibility to halt the game's release, but that's never a good quote. He stated that publisher Game Mill Purchasing initially sought to release one racing game stock keeping unit, but later decided to split into two games, Big Rigs and Midnight Race Club, and shipped Big Rigs in what he believed was a pre-alpha state. The game was released on November 20th, 2003 through Windows and distributed exclusively through Walmart stores. Titov later offered to replace the game with one from the catalog of Activision Value should a buyer send him their game company, sales receipt, and registration card, which a total of 20 people did. Now again, this game lives on in infamy among bad racing games, but is it really as bad as they say? Well, there's only one way to find out. So this is Big Rigs Over-the-Road Racing. As I said, the game has a number of bugs and flaws, which we're all going to enjoy in real time. So we're going to go with Mega 1, which is the only one that actually looks like it would be fun to drive. And our first is Devil's Passage. Now, we supposedly have 5 levels. This one will not load and will cause the game to crash. So let's see. Now it's a one-lap race, and you have to hit all of the ultra nav checkpoints. The one rule that this game has that cannot be argued with is that you have to go through all the checkpoints before you go to the finish line. If you've missed ultra nav checkpoints and you're across the finish line, the game's over because it'll never end because the checkpoints are now officially locked. And driving up a hill provides no issues whatsoever. And to be honest with you, you'd think a game where you can just drive and do whatever you want and, you don't have to worry about physics or damaging your car, you'd think it would be a lot of fun. It isn't. And we're driving through what appears to be either a military installation or a prison. I don't know which. Ooh, missed a checkpoint. And this was bargain bin at Walmart. But you know what? But that's no excuse. Even a bargain bin game. I've played a lot of bargain bin games, and some of them are very fun. I got Star Trek DAC in the bargain bin, and I think it's very fun. And let's just pause and take a look at something real quick. Do you see this red glow? Want to take a guess what that is? Well, let's find out. The ultranav glow can be seen through the terrain. Your winner. Another thing that this game is known for. Now, in order to fix a glitch, I have to quit and restart every time I want to do a different race. So just bear with me. Stem Race, Mega 1, Devil's Passage 2. Yeah, this game doesn't have any sound. Well, the version I have doesn't have any sound, so that's why you're hearing jazz music. Now, we're not going to do quote-unquote random race because it's not really random, and all it is just the program picks a track, you don't. But it picks the same ones in the same order every single time, so there's really no point. I mean, it's supposed to be randomized, but every time I've played it, it's literally been the same track with the same truck. And the sound, by the way, you're really not missing much. What's going on up here? That's what that's what makes this game intriguing. That's why people do play this. There's no limit to where you can go. You can go through all the buildings. You can drive up here. I'm gonna drive up this sheer face. Dun da 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 da. And there are patches that can be downloaded to fix this, but it's almost like, why would you want to? The game is notoriously bad. Why would you want to actually make it playable? Your winner. The third track has one of the best glitches in the game by a wide friggin' margin. I think this is the one. Oh, and by the way, you have to use the arrow keys. You can't use WASD, which is another thing that I have issues with. Okay. Get ready. Yep, that's another thing this game is known for. Questionable bridge physics. And there's another bridge, I think, in this same track where it's even weirder. Go through all the houses. Oh, and if you're wondering about the visual issues, it's because I'm trying to record footage of it, so that does sort of affect it. I don't know why it would be this level of issue in 2022 on a machine from 2016 when this was released in, like, what, 2003, I think? I'm going to slow down. We're going to go across this bridge. Yeah. This game has a tenuous grasp on the world around it. Your winner. We're to do the last. We're to do the last track that you can actually do. And this one, I've never seen a road that has more needlessly painted on lines than I've ever seen. And the game crashes. We're going to try that one again. I also forgot that you're supposed to exit out and restart the game. This was a poorly thought out. I mean, seriously, look at the amount of needlessly painted lines in the road. How many crossings does this street have? And the trucks do turn very stiffly, but not realistically. And here comes my favorite part of this level. Checkpoint. And then not one, but two Arc de Triomphes in the desert for whatever reason. And again, you'd think a game where there are no rules and you can't lose would be fun. But This is tedious. Your winner. Okay, we're gonna do one more because I have to show you the greatest glitch that this game could ever come up with. Now the truck that I'm racing has an upper speed limit of about 30 miles an hour, 80 miles an hour. There is no such restrictions in reverse. And just to prove my point, we're going to see how quickly I can get to 10,000 miles an hour. If you think I'm kidding, womp bum balloon mom, womp bum boom. And again, I've done no editing to this game. This is how this game was sold at Walmart. People actually paid money for this. And it's also, I'm noticing, the faster you go, the faster you accelerate. Oh yeah, and sometimes you'll just go in reverse and then all of a sudden you'll be back in the map for a minute or two. For a few seconds or two. $3,000, our goal is 10. Now I will say that the one thing I do like about this game is the skies that they use. The skies do look pretty cool for the time, and even a blind squirrel finds an acorn once in a while. And we've hit 10,000. You know what? Let's go for 20. $25, let's say. Let's go forward. We go from 24 miles an hour to 0 in less than a second. I mean, this is why this is considered to be the worst racing game ever made. Now again, there's probably some old DOS games or some mobile games that maybe are worse than that, but this is one that's infamously bad. And we're going to start wheel reviews in a couple of weeks. Actually, we're going to be doing it next week. Spacing out here. Yeah, I'm Dave Farsley. Leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe. I will see you next week for the first week of wheel reviews on Driver's Seat Blog Radio.